Hey, how's it going? Okay, so I'm going to do excuse me, a video lesson on the little bending section in I Love Rock and Roll by Joan Jett. So let me just play the intro and the verse, and then we'll break down that section for you. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is, if you don't know it yet, excuse me, the first position blues scale. This song is in the key of E, so the blues scale is going to start on the 12th fret of the E string. I'll play the scale. I can't stress enough how important scales are to know. They're really, like, you may think there's something really boring to learn, but as you grow as a musician, you're going to realize how important they are. Anyways, the frets, for example, in E, this is, my first finger is going to tell me which key I'm in. So if I was playing a song in A, the 5th fret on my E string is an A note. So I would play my scale starting there. The position's all going to be the same. So you're going finger number 1, oops, sorry, then finger number 4. So there's 2 empty frets. So that's the first line. It's always going to be the first note with your first finger, 2 empty frets, and then the 4th fret up from there, okay? So we got fingers 1 and 4. Then we drop down to the next string, 1 and 3. So there'll be 1 fret of a gap there. So your second finger gap there. So we got 1, 4, 1, 3, or frets. Okay, 12, 15, 12, 14, then again the same thing on the D string, 1, 3 or 12, 14, come down to the G string, same thing, then we get back to the B, we're going to go 1, 4, so we got 2 frets of gap there, and again the same thing on the E string. So when you see people just like wailing, they're just playing their scales. That's all they're doing. So get that pattern in your head as soon as you can. It's movable. You can do the exact same thing anywhere. If you're playing with a band and they're in the key of G, for example, right? So then you want to be able to, same thing. Same pattern. Exact same pattern. Okay, so that's the blues scale. Anyways, let's get to the solo, because that's what we want to learn, right? So we got the bend, and then the last 2 notes on the next string there. So I'm in my scale, I'm in my E blues scale. It's an E minor pentatonic scale, it's called. Down on these 2 strings, those are 2 1 and 4 finger strings. There's a gap there. And then the string above that on the G is a 1 and 3. So what we're doing is we're using those 2 strings. I'm on the 15th fret of the B string. Now here's what you want to do. You have your thumb wrapped around the top. That's going to give you some leverage. Then you want to have 3 fingers down on that string to bend. You're going to be on the tip of your finger, and you're just going to push up. You don't want to push up really hard. You just want to kind of glide the string up the fretboard, while your thumb is hanging on top here for leverage. Most of the pressure is coming from this 3rd finger. The 2nd finger is kind of helping with the push, and the 1st finger is just basically holding the string down. But you're going to hit the note, and you're going up a whole step. So you're turning this note here. This is the B string, so the 12th fret would also be a B note. There's no sharp between B and C, so the next fret's a C. C sharp, D. D is the original note you're starting on. D sharp, E. So you're turning your D note into an E note by bending it up a whole step. And then you bring it back down. And then you take your finger off and play the B note with your first finger on the 12th fret of the B string. So once again, we're turning the D into an E, bringing it back down to turn it into a D again, Mind you, you're doing this quicker, so right now we're losing the note because I'm going slowly, but there it is right there. So you're getting 2 notes out of 1. Actually 3 because you're coming back to D. And then you're going to B. Then you drop down your G string, that 3rd fret note, because that's a 1-3 line. You play that, and then go to your 1st finger note, the 12th fret on the G. So 14th fret to the 12th. Okay, that's an A note, and then you end up on G. Now there's another place that you can play it, especially if you have two guitars in the band. All I'm doing is the exact same thing here. Playing the exact same notes. Remember the first note is an E because we bent that D to hit an E. Same thing here, we're starting on an E note. The 2nd fret on your D string is an E note. If you count it up from open, open D, D sharp, there's E right there. Just pull off. So now you're going E to D, just like we did up here. E, D, right? And then you go to the 2nd fret of the A string, which is a B note. Remember we went to the 12th fret on B there, right? Which was a B note. Same thing down here. So pulling off E to D. So you're just plucking the string. 2nd fret on the A string. Open A, because then we went up to this note. It's just the octave. Okay, so you're pulling off A to G. So we're going open A to G, which is the 3rd fret on the E string. Okay, so again we got pull off E note to D note, which is 2nd fret on the D string to open D. Then you play a B, which is on the 2nd fret of the A string. Okay, so you're going to pick that note, A, and then G. So that's the same thing, right? So you're going to have the same notes, just in different spots there. So I hope that helped. If you have any questions, please feel free to send me a message. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. I'll just play it out for you just so you can see. Just because it's fun. I'm using backingtrack.com.